So this is the second video from your August 6th, 2019 lesson. You see this, the top version of your swing on the right here is at the start of the lesson. Bottom is towards the end of the lesson. So let's look at posture of the three swings here. Okay, so your bottom right, see how your back is flat and your eyes are pointed up here? You have now room under your chin for your shoulder. If you want to get your shoulder in your chin. See how your neck is sagging down? This actually is better posture than you came in with. Your eye line's here. Your eye line to begin with was down here, so your chin was in fact barely. See this curvature? This looks like a shortstop. This is an athletic position. This is, like I say, ordering another glass of wine at Boulevard's bar. Good position. You and I will never get to this bent over position of pros, but you really don't need it. And the more your spine angle increases, the more difficult it is. I mean, the more the left shoulder has to be under, so it makes it more difficult with that. So this is enough spine angle that you need. So let's get you a copy of this. So I recommend getting a photo and printing it out and viewing yourself in the mirror. So again, the right is really good. Okay, so let's take the first foot away. We get to this position 45. So that was how you started. So this position here. Okay, so the good news is here is let me draw some red lines. So like that. See how he's only moved the club maybe 2 feet, club head, but you're actually seeing that shoulder rotate. When you're in the same spot, you've got, so at the beginning, you threw your hands and the club head away from your body. See the distance here? See where your hands are here, and barely see the shoulder rotation. This one hardly at all. So you're moving it with your hands. Okay. So now we look at see how your hands are outside your shoulders, you know, and way in front of your toe line. And see the distance that shaft has come off the precise swing plane as identified as in the address position. Yeah. So even this one, you got the shaft coming away, so your hands are going towards the ball, but your club is trying to work its way back. So you can see the differences here, right? So let me give you a both of these are incorrect. This is more correct. See how his shoulder is moving this. See how his hands are, you know, just above his toe line. And they aren't being thrown away from the body. Okay, so then we get to this magical spot. Shoulders are about, I don't know, 80 degrees, 75 degrees rotated. See how the shaft is just above his toe line. Toe of the club overlaps his hands. So this is towards the end of the lesson. See that shaft is, you know, your hands are, you know, still away from your body. Now the good news is that shoulder seems to be rotated, so not as much as Scott's, but not bad. Let's see, what do we have over here? We got your hands have moved. Well, your hands started here, so your hands have moved. Yeah. Your hands have moved. Your hands started right on that line, so they've moved. That's a foot. No pro has that movement for the hands. You know, you can drive a truck through where it should be connected. This is better, but your hands are still 10 inches away from where it started. Okay. Now this is, you know, this isn't a bad spot here. It's nice and flat. But at this point, you stop rotating your shoulder. Okay, so we get to this position at the top. Okay. So he goes right here, goes up his forearm, still up his forearm, parallel to the swing plane, approximately, and up to here. Okay, so you got to mimic this early action. Otherwise, it's just way too hard to get in the right spot at the top. So then we get you to the top here. Okay, this is good. It's actually a little laid off. See where that's pointed here? This guy is That's right on plane. Okay. Now, when you come down, this is delivering to the ball. He comes down when his hands are shoulder height. His hands are at his armpit. When yours are shoulder height, see that elbow? It's not to your side yet. His is to his side. This one. See, the elbow isn't to his side. It's kind of out here flying. So it's out here flying. It's out here flying, so you're going to have, this is going to be steep, because it's not, at this point, when the hands are at your belt line, see his hands? Okay, so his hands are at the belt line. See where the shaft is? See where his elbow is? His elbow is working his way in front of his body. Okay, so let's look at the elbow. It's worked its way in front. See how the shaft is up his forearm. Here. The shaft is, the elbow is still, it's actually not at your side and it's almost behind you. See how his elbow's starting to lead, your elbow's flying? Well, when it flies, this only gets steep. There's no other way about it. See, it should be up the forearm. Okay. This is the over-the-top move. So you're going to come down this red line here. So you're going to come down, here's the shaft, that red line, and here's the blur. I'll do the green line. Here's the blur of the club face, of the club head. Outside your hands. It's outside the ball, it's going to be a pull. See where the elbow is? It's not in front of the body at impact. Look at this guy. As he gets to impact, see how that elbow's working its way in front? Here's his impact position. His elbow's in front of his body. Or trying to be. He's turned out of the way, but, it's more in front. It's not back here hanging. See the difference there? That elbow's hanging back at impact. See, it's outside your oblique here, your hip bone. His is inside. And because it's inside, see that the shaft comes down the forearm? Now it's attacking from the inside. You can't see it, but when the club is parallel to the ground, here's your club head. Right there, it's outside the ball. So that's why your drill of standing up straight on the driving range and hitting the inside part of the ball and pushing it. That's going to help you drop that inside more along the path of here.